Welcome to Go with the Flow. It's Vernetta Lopez, your daily company. If you're watching this on a Friday, the 9th of January, well, welcome to the weekend. Yay! So, what's been happening this past week? My God, a lot. When you look at some of the news, it's like, okay, people need help. Like this lady in Hong Kong. Wow, she was going at the officer. She couldn't pay for some reason at this particular stall. And she just grabbed a parang, a huge cleaver, and started going at people. I don't know whether she injured anybody. Hopefully, nobody too badly. And then the police came, of course, and then she went at them, ran all out. She went for them with the parang. But I think what really was very good is that the police, the SWAT team or whatever, came in with their riot shields and they did not tase her or shoot her or hit her. Someone was holding a baton, but baton. Anyway, but they didn't hit her, and I feel that was really really good because I think in some other countries, right, she might have gotten shot. Because she's holding a knife, a big one, and I guess the feeling is she's mentally unwell. So they it's like we'll do our absolute best to pin her down without hurting her, which I feel is really 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 cool of them. So hope she's okay because obviously someone who does that, is having a mental breakdown. You gotta give them the best treatment as possible, and you just pin her down. And then in China, to Chagi, that bubble tea place. Yeah, it's such a famous brand, right? But what did they do? So the employee was seen making drinks with their bare hands. It was one girl. Okay, no gloves, no plastic gloves whatsoever. And she pours in the tea, squeezes the lemons with her hands. And then the best part, she puts her hand in there and stirs it with her full hand, man. Her full hand was in there stirring. And even with the milk, I think she put her hand and stirred it as well with her hand. And obviously everyone's going, "Ugh." But it was apparently for a viral video trend. So I don't think they do that. Of course, they don't do that on a normal day. But she got fired. Yeah, and I think the manager as well got fired or was disciplined or something. So yeah, a viral trend to encourage and do like marketing for fun for the store. I know that's a good thought to do something viral that brings attention, but not in this way. Nah. How do you honestly think people are gonna go, oh yeah, that's funny. I think I'll go there now. I don't think so. Hand in the drink does not encourage people to go, yeah, I want to suck on that drink. Nah. Anyway, maybe they thought, it's handmade. Yeah, we didn't use straws. See, it's good, environmentally friendly, right? Or we're funny that way. We got extra flavor. Flavor, well, extra flavor of the day depends on where I scratched before I made your drink. No. So Chagi is very good. They obviously know that's not the way. They don't normally do that. So please, it's just some silly people with maybe bad judgment. Yeah, you can say that. And then in Singapore, what's been going on there? Well, we had a gas leak fart along Adam Road on January 4th. Yeah, I used to live there, that little junction there. Okay, not at the junction, but you know what I mean. My goodness, if I had turned in there and seen that, I didn't know that so much gas ran under our roads. You think about it, it has to run under the roads. You don't see pipe gases above ground, obviously, right? But that was just a weird place for the car to knock into, and then, it exploded and it knocked off the whatever, the gas thingy, and then it just blew up. Not say blew up, but it was like a big valve of fire just out of the ground. Pretty cool to see. Very scary, dude. So I looked it up. Where's this gas from? What's it for? Well, duh, it's natural gas and town gas. You know, natural gas from you and me. Town gas is the gas from the people in town. Depends on what they have for lunch. No. So town gas, yeah, it serves residential and commercial for cooking and water heating. Of course, of course. And then natural gas is the people in the neighborhood who live there. No. Natural gas mainly used by power generation companies and industrial users as well. So, okay. If you do suspect a gas leak, guys, okay, don't say, who dealt it? If you smelt it, you dealt it. No, please call the proper authorities. As Ross and friends said, gas is actually not smelly at all. In fact, they put the gas in so that you know when there's a gas leak. So actually, gas has no smell. And that was his pickup line. It was great. Okay, if you suspect a gas leak, do not light any flames or turn on any switches, and call SP Power Grid's 24/7 emergency hotline at 1-800. I'll do it again. 1-800-752-1800. Repeat after me. 1-800-752-1800. Not better. Hi, meow meow. He's not allowed out because he likes to fight with the other cats. And no, that's your punishment. Anyway, in other news, Zook is closing for renovation, not closing for good, so don't panic. You can still do your and mumbo jumbo. Do they still mumbo jumbo? I haven't been to Zook for years. I'm so sorry. I just like the original, the OG, where the bomb was found, the car park next to it. Anyway, so until June 2026, Zook will be closed for renovation. Wow, Zook. Dude, the memories. What's your favorite memory of Zook? Was it like, the hot dogs? or the MTV bar? Velvet? Maybe the podiums. Oh, I love the podiums. Look, I got drunk there big time. Okay? Let me tell you the story. It was my actual first time actually getting really pissed. Now, it was two coupons that it took to get this drink. Can you guess what drink? Yeah. First time, like, proper drink. I think I was, 18? 19? No, I was 19. No? Yeah, around there. 18? Anyway, and I had a Long Island tea. That's right. For my first drink. You'd think I'd start easy, but no. Of course, I was like, oh, yeah, I think there's a bit of alcohol in here. It didn't occur to me that it would be really potent since it took 2 coupons to buy a drink. Usually just 1 coupon per drink, right? You get 2 coupons upon entry. Oh my God. Do they even do coupons anymore? Anyway, yeah. And then what happened was I was there with my then boyfriend, and I was doing my moves, my best moves, like that, all the hands. And then I was like, dude, this is amazing. It's on one of the steps. Everybody's on the steps, right? And then I feel a tap on my shoulder. I turn around. It's my boyfriend, and he says, "Are you having a good time?" I say, "Yeah." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because you're just standing there." So 1 Long Island tea, and I'm going like this. A stupid smile on my face, I'm sure. And I'm just not moving because it's like the lights are moving everything for me in my head. My head is turning in my own head, and yeah. But I was just like not moving. This maybe my hands were like near my face like this, like, hey, look, no ma, no hands ma. But that was my first ever drunkenness. Don't drink and drive. I wasn't driving, don't worry. But wow, great memories. You know what? Yeah, our fitness regime was Zouk. You would dance and dance and dance for like 2-3 hours. For me, like almost non-stop. And then I'd be like totally perspiring, drenched through. At one point I remember going, that's like aerobics. It is. It's aerobics regime, man. Zouk. That was it. That was how we stayed trim. Of course, the fact that we were so young and whatever. But if you have any good memories of Zouk, my goodness. In fact, you know why? That is why we had supper after Zouk partying. Because we worked off all our energy. We just needed to put back the carbs and supper is the best. Anyway, what is your memory of Zouk? Your first or best memory of Zouk? Oh, sharing drinks with a straw. Very, very pre-COVID. Just don't use straws and don't share drinks. I mean, what was life like back then? So simple. So today is January 9th. It's the weekend. What is your plan for the day and for the weekend? But for today, what do we celebrate? It is Quitter's Day. That's right. Now, Quitter's Day began in 2019 thanks to a fitness app. So they found that resolutions end pretty quickly around this time of the year. Yeah, and it's only like the first few days of January. So many resolutions fail because they feel too big or too unclear, right? So people often try to change everything all at once. And then when it gets that hard, right, obviously it's overwhelming and then they stop. So Quitter's Day became a moment to reflect on that pattern. So if you're looking at a resolution now, I'm trying to stay fit, or I'm trying to walk more, or trying to set more goals for myself, or I want to wake up early, I want to brush my teeth, I want to shower at least once a day. Well, look at that pattern, reflect. Okay, it's helped people see that giving up is not personal. It's often about the plan, not about the person. So maybe we're just going about it the wrong way. And I think we tend to like want to overwhelmingly try to like, oh, I'm gonna work out like crazy. I worked out for 2-3 hours today. And then for the next 2 3 weeks, you don't work out because oh gosh, that was so tiring, right? So the day reminds people to pause and adjust. And instead of feeling stuck, take it as a chance, they say, to try again with smarter goals. Or just quit. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It doesn't mean quit your job, please, caveat, excuse me. I take no responsibility for any big decisions you make on this particular day. If you take it, please take into account all factors before you make such a huge decision. Thank you very much. Okay, so what you do is, how do you celebrate? Okay, actually, it's not about quitting on Quitter's Day. It's about seeing and doing things a bit differently. So I think smaller goals and achievable goals is the aim here. So this is how you can celebrate Quitter's Day. Choose a small target that you can reach by day's end. Tick it off and you feel that win. Okay? Breaking your goal into bite-sized steps boosts confidence and keeps motivation steady. So that's pretty cool because you get that little dopamine hit of I've achieved something, right? Even like that's why decluttering around this time of the year is great because you feel everything's nice and clear and clean and whatnot, right? So keeps the motivation steady with small, achievable, productive moments. And then you reward the small wins, right? So if you hit a goal, you treat yourself. Yeah. Yeah. My problem is the reward is just too big and it takes too long. Small wins is making me fat. How like that? Okay. Anyway, this has been Go with the Flow. So I'm going to do Monday to Friday episodes. Saturday and Sunday, everybody should take a break or listen to my other episodes. And remember to like, share, subscribe, and put on the notifications if you haven't already so you can hear a little ding dong. That's right, when you hear ding dong, it's me saying, hey, ding dong, you're home. Can you please listen? Now, I'm on YouTube, but I'm also on Spotify at the moment. And look for podcasts Go with the Flow or your daily companion. Okay, in fact, if you type in Vernetta and then you see Go with the Flow, that's me. Okay, alrighty. Have a great weekend and I'll catch you on Monday. So what's happening on Monday? Well, I'll give you Singapore in briefs. I will not be wearing briefs. I mean, I'll be wearing my own. You know what? You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so we'll be talking about certain days that we celebrate where you get to kiss something. Yeah, very cool. What is it? Stay tuned. I love you. Have a good weekend.